107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
What's going on? It's your Radio Love Deja Vu from WBLS.com. We're here live at the screening for Bessie. That's Queen Latifah's new project on HBO. She's starring in it and she's executive producing it. And of course, we're going to get some tea to spill for you with WBLS.com. We are talking to Tori Kittles, one of the stars of Bessie. You play the role of Clarence. Tell us about that.
I do. Clarence is Bessie Smith's brother. Clarence is the first person to see that she has talents, maybe even the talent to become something great. And he supports her in that journey. He makes sure that she has opportunities to show that talent.
All right, so have you worked with Queen Latifah before? I think you guys were together on Still Magnolias?
We did Still Magnolias together, yeah.
How was it this time around?
This was great, but this was different because it was a different period. It was it was the 20s and the 30s, so it was nothing modern about it. And I think Queen Latifah took on a lot in this role, but they had so many similarities. Bessie Smith was smart. She was intelligent. She was graceful, but she didn't take no stuff at the same time. And I think that Queen Latifah is the same. She's cut from the same cord. So I think she was the perfect person to play Bessie Smith. And it was just a privilege to be able to go to work with her every day.
You're playing the role of Lucille in the movie Bessie. Talk to us about your character.
Lucille is Bessie Smith's lover, and her friend, someone who's there through thick and thin, and even when she probably shouldn't be. But she's really just her best friend. Yeah.
Was she there when Bessie was just getting started, or was she coming along later on in the career?
No, she was there in the movie. She's there like in the beginning, and then she leaves for a bit, and then she comes back when Bessie decides to do her own troupe, and she knows she knows what troops to call in, you know what I mean? So, my character is just somebody who, she doesn't really care about the lights, and she cares about the heart, and she cares about protecting her lover's heart.
Did you have any hesitations about playing the lover of Bessie?
No, I was like, get me this role.
I'm down, Queen, let's go.
Yeah, no, I love Queen so much. She's such a class act, and seriously classy. And I would do it over and over again because she's so amazing. And to work with Dee Rees and HBO is just, killer. They do great stories. So I'm grateful that they allowed me to be a part of it.
This project has been a real passion project, and it's something that required a lot of work behind the scenes to get to this point, to finally bring it to the screen.
Is it true it was 22 years?
Yes.
What was the holdup?
It just wasn't able to come together as it was originally done, and then we had to get the rights and do a whole new story. Then was new writers and a new company, and we got it with HBO, who loved the idea of it, and so we just kept working on the right script for all of us to be happy to shoot. And then finally we got that with the Dee Rees script, and we felt like she should be the one to direct it since she knows it so well. So we finally made it happen.
So what do you want people to get from this particular role of Bessie? What do you want them to get from this movie?
I want them to get some enjoyment. I want them to feel like they saw a movie that was worth seeing, number one, with great actors, great performances. If they're not familiar with who Bessie Smith is, I really want them to do a little research and find out who she is and find out who she inspired that you're listening to right now today. If you love the Rolling Stones, if you love Janis Joplin, if you love Billie Holiday, then you will love Bessie Smith because they were all inspired by her.
When you read that script and you understand that the sacrifices that woman made for little girls like us, and she had no idea that she was doing it, it was just the right thing to do. So when you read those lines and you understand that woman is talking to me, for me, off the pages, and she's saying, Monique, keep pushing, keep going in the right direction, and don't waver from what you know is right. Look at my story. And when you look at that woman's story, it's not like most of our stories where we die broke, alone, miserable. When you look at her story, she had a very full life.